Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Henry Scammets. This is HOS Gaming and I'm playing Kingdom Come Deliverance on PlayStation 4. Now, I've not played for a bit. I've not played for a long time. Since before the summer I got distracted and a bit depressed, I guess. I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey and Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, Hans has disappeared. Okay, so yeah, I've not really played since before the last DLC, which is the Hans Capon one where he's looking for a wife. So I'm off to do that now, but what I've realised, and is slightly confusing me, is that I haven't done the quest with Hans in the bathhouse. Actually, I'm sure I had. I know, obviously, I've completed the game before, but I'm sure I did this again. So I need to go and do this first before I can activate the DLC. Oh, hello, what's that? Okay, so I'm on Pebbles. Okay, I was getting a bit confused with the controls there. I was double tapping X because that's what you press in Red Dead Redemption 2. Chickens. I'm not expecting them to be here actually, but we'll see. I'm probably a bit too early. He's probably going to tell me to go away. Yeah, he's not even here. So I need to wait a bit. So I'm going to go and see Master Tobias Fafar in Rattay to tell him about what I discovered from Master Fafar. One thing that is also new is that they've been working on performance in the latest patches, so the pop-ins will not be as bad, which I have noticed. I'm really pleased for, and from my understand it, they're still working on those, which is good. Now it's busy here today. Yes. Who's that? Who is it? Townsman. Okay. Townswoman. Oh, I'm stuck on the stairs. There we go. Okay, so... Well, it's really busy in here, isn't it? Is he in there? Is he downstairs? Is he upstairs? There we go.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Master Fafar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovno, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn it, blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused to tell me.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today, they take assumed names, hide their emblems, and sneak around the land like thieves.
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Sir Radzig.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzig has many enemies.
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins. Then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman. and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau, interrogation held this day, put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. This certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. Ah, well this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's the Clement of Caplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Rattay and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. Good luck then.
Right. Sir Rattay.
God bless you. What troubles you?
May I be of service, my lord?
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Pfeiffer has been asking for someone reliable to assist him.
The chief engineer? Is it about Scallops?
In a manner of speaking. Master Pfeiffer has, well, evil forebodings. I think he may want to send you to the Skalitz mines.
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be rebuilt with enough will and resources. Well, everything except the man. You'll get the details from Chief Engineer Pfeiffer. For the time being, consider yourself his handyman.
Certainly. Where do I find him? Is he here in the castle?
Where? Now that's a good question.
I've just spoken to him.
Deal with something there. Most likely at the inn.
Well, thank you. I'll go and see him straight away.
Good luck, Hal. Take care.
Okay, he should still be in the room, but I won't be surprised if he's completely disappeared and is now in Sasso. Oh no, he's still here.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Master Pfeiffer, Sir Rattay sent me to you.
Did he? He must think highly of you.
I do the best I can.
That's good, because this is damned important. Silver's our most valuable asset.
How can I help with these, evil forebodings of yours?
Sir Rattay may make light of it, but a large quantity of silver has been discovered hereabouts, and no one is guarding the Skalitz mines, the most likely source.
You really think someone could be stealing the silver from the mines? I would have thought that would be quite a job, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. Which is why I'd like you to go and check out not only the mine gallery, but also the yard with the smelter and the waterworks. See what kind of state it's all in, and if anything looks suspicious.
Is that the yard next to the Skalitz mill?
That's the one. I don't know what state it's in now. There used to be a stock of charcoal and smelted silver there.
A silver store? Could there really be any left?
I doubt it. I'd be surprised if it was still standing at all.
What about these waterworks? What's there?
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them. There are big tanks and equipment all around.
You said mine gallery. Just one.
Boy, there's such a maze there that it would take a week to crawl through the place. There's only one gallery I'm interested in, at the foot of the hill by a small fish pond.
Why just that one?
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indications pointed to it. So if anyone is stealing silver, it'll be right there.
Should I be expecting trouble then?
Well, I definitely wouldn't treat the job like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing that pack of hungry dogs trailing the army, or a band of brigands.
I see. Well, you and Sir Rattay can rely on me. That's all clear. I'll get going.
Good luck then.
Okay, so I'm going to do what I need to do in Rattay first. It looks like I could do with a bit of a cleaning up, and I'm probably going to need armor and clothing repaired, so I'm going to go off and do that. And then hopefully by the time I've done all of that, I'll be able to meet Hans at the bathhouse. Okay, so I've done a bit of trading and I've had a bath. Actually bumped into Hans on the way into the bathhouse as he was getting his bath wench. So now I'm just heading up to the executioner's house, as there's a quest here. So I'm going to go chat with him. Hopefully he won't kill me as soon as I walk in the house. Ah, I'm in a private area.
Hey, who's that?
You know there's a girl crying on your doorstep.
I executed her husband.
Nice.
What? You killed him?
No, not like that. It was done lawfully. She knew he had it coming.
So then, why?
Folk would like to drive her out of town. She has no one here. For a while I thought I could take care of her, but it wasn't to be.
Why?
Do you really have to ask? I can't even go to the tavern for company, and no one would sup their ale with me. And when I die, they'll probably push me into a hole with a stick so as not to touch my corpse.
Is it really that bad?
I'm not complaining, mind. It's a well-paid job, if you don't mind being a pariah. They might look sideways at you, too, just for talking to me.
And that's what she's afraid of?
Exactly.
Doesn't that crying girl have any kin?
None she knows of, poor lass. You could help her, though, if you wanted.
Me? How?
Elishka has no family, but her husband might still have some kin. Nobody will talk to me, but you could find out more.
Why do you want to find her family anyway? Don't you want her to stay here?
I do. She's a splendid woman, but I'd never want to keep her here against her will. The life I lead isn't for everyone.
What would she have to put up with if she stayed with you?
A lot. I can't deny. Most of the townfolk wouldn't give her the time of day, at least not in public. If we had children, it would be even worse for them.
That doesn't sound like a very happy life.
It's not all bad. It's a well-paid job and even respected in a way. And when someone needs a bone set, all of a sudden they forget your reputation.
How can I find out if there's any family?
Try asking Elishka herself. She knows a thing or two about them. But in the end, you'll still have to go and find out something from the bailiff, or from the records of the Rattay.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
My thanks, if only for the thought.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and chat with Elishka, find out what I can from her, and I guess I'll probably head into Rattay to speak to the bailiff and have a look at the records again, which hopefully won't cost me any more embrocation to speak to the the guy I had to speak to before to find, I think it was Riki.
Herman sent me.
What a way to end up.
Don't despair. It could be a lot worse.
Only death could be worse, and I'm not far from it.
Can I ask about your family?
What do you want to know?
Don't you have any kin left? Someone who'd take you in?
No. They all died of the plague. And then I ended up with that man of mine. I always knew he'd get strung up one day.
Didn't your husband have any kin?
Maybe. He mentioned some, but we never went to see them.
Is that all you know?
Yes. But if they're anything like my old man, the bailiff and his catchpolls will know about them.
That's all I need.
Okay, find out more from the bailiff. So I guess I'm going to go do that. See what time it is. It's nearly 3 o'clock, so it's getting close to the time. Hopefully I'll be able to go and see Hans. Okay, so I'm just heading up to find the bailiff. Should be about here somewhere. Hopefully I'm not going to end up trespassing. It used to be in here. Oh, where is he? Oh, there he is. Ha!
I'm at your service, sir.
Do you know Elishka? The wife of the man who was hanged?
The one that's with the executioner now.
That's her.
Life can be cruel sometimes.
Right. And do you know if she has kinfolk somewhere around?
How should I know? Now, if you don't mind, I'm very busy.
If Elishka stays with the executioner, it'll end up being your problem anyway.
Christ, oh, all right then. Tell the scribe.
Where can I find him?
He's suffering with some ailment, so no doubt he'll be lying in his chambers above his study, on the top floor of the rat house.
Yes, I think I'm going to have to go buy something from the apothecary for him, the herbalist. Here he is.
God save you, good knight. What can I do for you?
Is it possible to find out from the records where someone lives?
You think we keep records of every serf? For Christ's sake, they breed like rabbits.
But I thought that in the rat house, though, in the books...
Boy, the books are for recording pacts, undertakings, punishments, property rights, and so forth. In other words, important things. We don't keep records of serfs.
Elishka won't be happy about that.
Elishka? You don't mean the one who married into the Mishek family?
Yes. Yes, you know her.
Why wouldn't I? I used to play dice with old Mishek years ago. He had a son. A nice, polite lad. How is he?
Oh, you know, he's quite tied up these days.
Well, if you see him, tell him to swing by.
And where are the Mishaks living now?
A stone's throw from Rattay by the small fish pond.
Thanks.
Good luck then.
Okay, this looks like the guy in here I need to speak to. Can't tell, is it a woman? Yeah, it's a woman. Elderly woman.
What do you want?
I've got information about your daughter-in-law. Elishka's fine, only she needs...
Never heard of her. Get lost.
Oh well, you're a lot of use, aren't you?
Elishka's part of your family, and she really needs you.
I won't help anyone.
Okay.
Could make it worth your while.
Really? And what is it you want?
Your son's widow needs help. She has nowhere to go.
What do I care about some useless girl?
A fire could be dangerous.
With an attitude like that, you must be popular around here. I wonder how quick your neighbours would be to help you if you needed it. I wonder what they'd do if your house should happen to catch fire.
What?
And if you happen by chance to be locked inside.
What are you implying, boy? Shall I go and get my pitchfork?
Ooh, that didn't work. Okay.
This might help you decide.
You took the words out of my mouth. Send her here, then. But don't let her think she'll be taking it easy. She'll have her work cut out.
That sounds quite...
And if I hear a peep out of her, I'll take a stick to her back.
Find salvation this way.
Okay. Back to the executioner's house. She wasn't very pleasant. Oh look, I could kill her chickens. But not today. Maybe in the night time. Okay, I have to say, I haven't really played this at all really since they've done improvements on the performance, and I've got to say I'm impressed. I mean, it's not perfect, but yeah, by the time we had patch 1.6, the pop-ins were really bothering me. I know people have problems with the pop-ins, you know, when the game came out, but at that point they weren't bothering me at all, really. I could cope with them, but after the 1.6 patch, they were really distracting for me. Ooh, I've gone a different way, but I'm not sure, it doesn't matter. Ooh, ooh, hello. What's this? Somebody's bed. Okay, I'll go back the other way. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with it now. It did get to the point where wherever I came into Rattay, it was really quite depressing how bad it was. But hey ho, off we go.
Yes.
You're not crying now?
I'm not. I've wept enough for a lifetime.
It's a bit of a change since my last visit.
I haven't had much luck in my life, but I've always worked things out in the end. Tears are no help to anything.
That's true.
So, did you find out something about them?
I did. I found your husband's father and mother, and they're willing to take you in.
But...
They're not very nice people, Elishka. They probably work you to the bone. But you would get fed.
life is never easy. But at least I'd have a family.
You're right. I'll have another talk with Herman.
God be with you.
Here he is. Oh, I'm not trespassing anymore. Yay.
Eliska's looking better.
She is, but she's not happy. God sent the poor girl great trials.
Indeed.
Did you know her whole family was wiped out by the plague? She was barely 12.
Losing your family isn't easy.
Ah, sorry, I wasn't thinking. So, did you find out anything about that kin of hers?
I have. I tracked them down. They say they take her in, but I'm not sure she'd do well there.
Leave that to her. I just hope she'll be better off than now.
I've heard the way you talk about her. Would you like Eliska to stay?
You know, Hal, she was always the sweetest girl. When she came with her family to Rattay, still single, she was a sight to behold. And it might surprise you, but she even had a word or two for me now and again. It grieved me when she married that wastrel. It was a foolish idea, but I always thought maybe she and I would... Well, fate likes a good laugh. Now I've strung up her old man. I have her under my roof. After all the years, I don't want her to leave, but I don't want her to be unhappy here either.
Okay, go back and talk to Eliska.
Henry!
Have you made your mind up?
I can't decide. I don't know Mishik's-kin at all. But at least I'd have a family.
Herman could give you a family too.
He's a decent, upright fellow. I've met none better, and that's the honest truth. But he's an executioner.
And what's the problem? That the other women won't chat with you down at the creek? Did that sort of gossip ever interest you anyway? He's a fine man, isn't he? He's willing to take care of you, and he has the means to do it. And he wants you. He's so sick with love for you, he can't even sleep.
And he stood right next to me.
He told me he's been in love with you for years. He said he always thought you were the sweetest girl in Rattay.
That's true. We used to meet now and again and exchange a few words. Well, he always treated me nicely. By all that's holy. You're right. I'll stay here. Goodbye.
Talk to you, the executioner human. Yeah, he's... Oh, okay.
Can I stay here with you?
You mean for good?
If you don't want me to.
You can! By God, you can! You've made me the happiest man in the world.
Alright, then I'll leave them to it. I guess I don't need to talk to them again. Let's see what happens.
Thank you, Hal.
There we go.
Think nothing of it. The main thing is, everything worked out well.
It did, thank you. And I want you to have this. God almighty. I've got Eliska. After all these years, me, the executioner, has the woman he loves.
Ooh, 200 groschen. That'll do. Right then, off we go. Let's see, what time is it? It's nearly 6 o'clock. So I'm going to head off to the bathhouse. Where's my horse? And see what I need to do with Hans. Oh, and it's raining. Here we go.
Here I am, sir.
Okay.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
What's going on in here? You're fully clothed.
Are you going to hang around here gaping like a stuffed squirrel all day and night? You can't pay for a bath.
What
Clear
are you
off.
staring at?
What are
The
you
baths are
gaping
for
at?
paying guests, not
All right.
visitors, with nothing better to do.
Let me out then. Excellent.
What do you need, sir?
I need you to do me a favor, Henry.
Of course, sir.
Good. Well, you'd never think, but Stenna here is a demon at dice. She stripped me bare ass naked. I couldn't even get a ribbon off her.
Well, I'll rip everything off her then, eh?
Good God! You do that, such a fragile flower, who I pay for, by the way. Right then, you've got to beat Stenna at dice. I refuse to be the only one here with his arse to show.
Alright, why the hell not?
How have you all been getting on here?
Well, Lord Capon's been chasing us around a bit and so forth. Nothing we're not used to.
How about a game of dice then?
Are you sure? What would I do with 2 naked men here?
Let's see how good you are.
God be with
Yep. Okay. My lucky dice. Oh.
So, let's see what you can do.
Oh, it's dark. I can't see the dice. No, that's nothing.
Your turn.
Right, well that wasn't easy to play. I didn't show you all of it because I just struggled to see what the dice were because they're all dodgy dice. Notice that there's no water in here, or is there? Oh no, there is. You can see something shimmering.
I could do with a good soak too.
Strip off and hop in here.
Alright, why not?
Put your clothes in the trunk.
Shift over. Don't want to tread on anything vital. All right, just give me a moment and I'll roll it up again. Oh. Oh, that feels good. Man, don't take this personally, but I've never seen a man more in need of a wash. I've known cowpats less fragrant.
You certainly know how to have a good time.
Yeah, drink. It's not terribly high quality, but it should do the job.
I don't mind if I do. Give me that.
That's the spirit.
So this is how you recuperate from your injuries? Booze and wenches?
Of course. Is there any other way? So, what news, Henry?
Have you heard the Executioner has a sweetheart?
You don't say. Who is she, a revenant?
No, a regular mortal. Her name's Elishka.
Alishka? I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
She's the wife of a man he executed.
Good lord. Well, I suppose that's the only way you can get a woman.
Never mind about me. What about you? Have you recovered from our hunting adventure?
I'm well enough, Henry. These baths are just the thing, and Stella here is very healing.
Clara, bring some wine for the gents before they get cross.
You know what, Henry? We really can't drink this local piss.
Welcome, Henry.
Clara! My most favouriteest bathmate. But I must admit it, Marty. The wine you have here is pitiful.
Yeah, I'm in the way.
What's wrong with the bathhouse wine?
I'd rather drink the bath water. You should go and get something better. Though, where? Ah! I know! In the cellars under the rat house, there's some excellent wine that Sir Hans bought for us.
And you want me to go there and get it now?
I'd be indebted to you. And a grateful nobleman is the best ally you can have.
Sorry, but I really don't have time for this now. Can't you just make do with the bathhouse wine?
Absolutely not. I will have my silver and red from that cellar, even if it takes you a week to get it. We'll find some way of entertaining ourselves in the meantime.
Just noticed that I'm slightly drunk. You're in a private area. I can't see a thing. Torch. That's better. Oh, here we go. I remember this. Oh, that was easy. Where's my horse? There's Pebbles. Oh, where's Sir Hans been? I see you just come out of the bathhouse too, the naughty boy. Okay, that's better.
So, about that wine you sent me for.
Well, have you got it?
Of course.
You broke into the cellar at the rat house.
Certainly did. I hope that wine's really worth the trouble I had.
I don't believe it. You really broke into the cellar. You're insane.
Nothing to it. I just used your key.
My key? Why, you sly rogue, you. You're craftier than I thought. You can keep the key. They let me in there whenever I want anyway.
Well, let's see if this wine is as good as you say.
What are you waiting for? The parish priest's blessing? Come on then, get it down you. That's what I need. Silver red. Not like that donkey. You can tell from the first sip, can't you, Henry?
Yeah, as you say, sir. Sylvan red. Taste is unmistakable.
Here we go, getting drunk again. Oh dear.
Leave off, Sir Hans. I'm not like the other girls.
I know, Clara. You are different. you deserve more. You deserve flowers.
What?
What kind of flowers do you like?
Well, I like all kinds. I like dandelions, sage, knotweed, and poppies. I really like poppies.
Henry, did you hear that? What? The lady requests dandelions, sage, cabbages. Right.
No, knotweed and poppies.
What? You want me to go flower picking now? I know. I'm putting you to work again. But if you do it, I'll give you living seed, flower and groschen. That much? All right. I'll go.
Right, so I've snuck into here. I've had to redo this because it didn't seem to want me to come through. Pick roses. Got it. Brilliant.
Come for my wench. Well, as you can see, I'm not your wench or anyone else's, so fuck off.
What are you doing with my Clara, you cunt?
Archie, stop that. He's just bathing here.
Bathing here, is he? With all the wenches but you are whores.
Archie!
And are you whoring now too?
That's enough, Archibald!
Archibald?
Shut your mouth, I'm not done with you!
No, I swear this gentleman hasn't touched me.
Actually, that's quite true. Well, mostly.
No, nothing happened. Nothing.
We'll talk about this later. First I'm dealing with this bastard!
I'd like to try arson balls. Arson balls!
Love of God, stop it, both of you!
Fucking hell. Hey. What do you think you're doing?
Oh dear, he's going to be in so much trouble, and I've forgotten how to fight in this game, so this should be fun. Oh, I remember. Ah, there we go, job done.
What the hell got into you? Trying to drown a nobleman?
I didn't know.
Get out of my sight. Go on, before I remember I can have you hung.
I apologise, your lordship. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Archie, wait!
Oh dear.
Well, I nearly got drowned by arson balls.
Oh dear.
That's the least relaxing bath I've ever had.
Fuck, I feel like I've swallowed the Baltic.
Well, drinking will be the death of you.
Damn right. Is there any wine?
Are you out of your fucking mind?
You want to carry on? Of course. Don't tell me you don't fancy a drink after all that.
You're in a private area. Woken up in a private area. Where? Oh, okay. I'm outside. I'm guessing he's not there now. Where's my horse? Woke up in the diner. Even so, I'd better go and check whether Sir Hans hasn't drowned in the bathtub or something. Okay, let's see where he is. Oh, he's down here. Okay. See if Sir Hans is okay. Brilliant. Okay, there's Pebbles. Oh. You know, I probably better get dressed. I'll leave the helmet off. There we go. Still feeling like I'm missing thing. Shield. Michael's sword. I'm not very conspicuous today. Arrows. Let's get those for now. Okay, so I'm going to head up to Perkstein. Oh no, wrong way. Headed into a private area with Pebbles. Don't want to be doing that. Probably could do with something to eat. There we go. I'll grab some of this. I'm drunk still. That'll do. There should be enough there to tide me over. So I'm going to head up to the castle to have a word with Hans, and hopefully they'll set off the DLC. having a laugh. He's left. I've just run past him. I don't believe that. He's probably headed back down to the bathhouse. Yeah, that's him there.
What will you do with them, Sir Hans?
What, with arson balls? I don't know. What do you think I should do with them?
You're asking me what you should do with the lunatic who tried to drown you?
Well, he was a bit drunk and jealous.
And he tried to kill you, and then me. It's your decision. But if word gets round that Lord Capon let an insult like that go unpunished,
I suppose you're right. Well, a day in the stocks never killed anyone. Might do him good. But we had some pretty good sport, eh? God be with you.
Okay, hopefully that would have done this. You got strip die. Ooh. Right now.
Sir Hans, I heard something about a tourney in Rattay.
Yes, Hanush has decided to revive the tourney at the Upper Castle. It's only a bit of entertainment for commoners. A few fellows on foot bashing each other with various weapons.
You don't seem like your usual cheerful self, sir. Anything wrong?
Yes, blast it. Hanush was on my back about what I'd do all day, so I told him I was busy dealing with very important knightly matters. I said I was training my future page in combat, initiating him into the art of swordsmanship and other battle skills.
I didn't know you had a page.
Well, that's just the thing. I don't. It was just something I made up on the spot to get him off my back. Only it seems I was a bit too convincing. Now, Uncle wants my imaginary page to demonstrate what he's learnt in the tourney.
I can see how that could be a bit awkward.
That's putting it mildly. The old man is like a dog with a bone. He'll never let go. Unless... Yes, now I think of it. I'll tell Hanush I was training you. All you have to do is enter the tourney, batter the fuck out of all the other peasants, and everyone will be happy. Except for the losers, of course.
Great. Sounds like fun.
Well, I suppose I can handle a few fellas one at a time.
Oh, alright. Of course you can. That's the spirit. You have to put up some coin to enter, though. Naturally, I'll pay for that, so you don't go around calling me a pinch purse. Go and see the tournament master. You'll find him somewhere around the upper castle courtyard. He'll explain everything and sign you up. Run along now. And don't let me down, Henry. Remember, you have to demonstrate you've been trained by a master.
Your wish is my command.
Excellent. Afterwards, we'll drink to your glorious deeds.